And we are live. Alright, so we've got AF Gaming scrimming again tonight against ggLA, Challenger ranked team.
I'm Dottore, going to be shoutcasting here with boats during the scrim. As you can see already in the picks and bans, we have Elisa Nakali on the famous side, and then Lysandra and Thresh on the other for ggLA. Pretty much target bans except for the Lysandra ban there. New champion, always OP as people will say. TF and Z, two very strong mid champions. And as we can see, Ant Famous grabbing up the Shen straight off the bat, more or less, I would say, taking that away from ggLA because top lane it does main Shen. So Shen, great pickup overall. It's going to have that global presence with the shield, a lot of split push capability going on to there. So once Shen starts going, it's going to be really hard to stop. And as we see with ggLA, we got Caitlyn already locked in, strong AD carry, really pokey, very aggressive, and we can see that they are trolling between the troll Trundle and Sanjori, and they are going to pick up that Trundle pick. So should be exciting to see after his remake.
Ooh, the Varus, a strong ADC pick. You see a lot of Varus in these LCS tournaments.
Yeah, his ultimate, one of the very few AD carries that actually have the capability of stunning, just giving his team that extra CC and the ability to kite. And Varus does get locked in, and as we can see, Janna being hovered over, great pickup, I would think, and it is locked in. Janna is able to keep Chono off of Varus, so Chono cannot lower his attack damage and his armor, etc., and just bust him down. Janna with that slow knock up alt.
Yeah, the big thing about Varus is his percent health, you know, with his passive, and with the meta in Season 3, it's just really strong. Can pretty much burn down any tank. Jace being locked in. Looks like Jace top lane.
Could be Jace man, but most likely yes. Jace will be top. That matchup there, Shen versus Jace, should be an interesting matchup. It can kind of go either way, but Shen's kind of looking more for that play passive and just farm up. If Jace doesn't get a kill early on, Shen's just going to start snowballing. And we can see Zyra getting picked up. That is going to be a Zyra support. ggLA does mean that Zyra support has like 300 games with her. So looking to be really, really aggressive against Varus Janna. Or they could be switching lanes as well.
Just to let you guys know, I'm not a caster, so I'm just kind of here along for the ride. And you know, I'll throw my 2 cents in there every once in a while, but for the most part, Doctor's going to be making the cast calls and stuff like that.
Yeah, and as we can see, Ant Famous finishing off with that Nocturne and the Karthus. A lot of global pressure right there with the Karthus ult, the Nocturne ult, and the Shen ult. Can definitely be a 5-on-2, a 5-on-1. Oh, sorry, not 5-on-1. A 3-on-1 scenario. So ggLA is going to have the hands full when it comes to that. And as we can see, Lux getting picked up. Lux, great pickup. Has a high burst, high clear wave. Karthus is going to have to be careful once Lux hits 6. If she lands that binding onto Karthus, Karthus could very possibly be melted down. So as
he's just going to have to do a really good job of avoiding that binding.
Yeah. Ant Famous going for that global pressure, looking to split push with the Shen, force someone up top. Then you're going to have the Nocturne ulti in. Uh, on the 5v4, since Shen will be ulting on to Nocturne since he'll be tower diving. Uh, then we have ggLA going with that poke comp. Jace, great poker. Lux, great poker. Caitlyn, great range. And with that Trundle, his pillar is able to slow everyone, give the vision, so it's a lot easier to land those skill shots. Plus, you have Zyra, which Zyra's a great pickup versus Aunt Famous's team comp because of her ultimate, able to completely take out Varus and Janna from and Karthus even from tower diving on top of them without getting knocked up and just getting CC in there. So team fights, it can really go either way between these two. As we can see, Karthus did take that teleport, but so did Lux. So just even that much more map pressure coming out. Shen does not have teleport. So it's going to be
Yeah, that's
a little
interesting.
tricky for him to split push.
ggLA does have an excellent poke comp, but they really don't have much of an engage.
The engage there is weigh them down and then Trundle pillars again and they'll tower dive. Or if Lux lands that binding. But of
Right, but they
course you
don't
do
really have
have
any way to just dive in there. There's certainly not much of for a dive comp. And I'm thinking that Bella took away that Nocturne just for that reason.
yeah. Well, I mean, ggLA, the strat is to poke, get them down, force them back off of the tower, and just poke the tower down. In that type of scenario, you don't ever really want to go ham on the situation. You just want to sit there and poke them, force them back, hit the tower as much as possible when the minions are there. And then, no, if Fan Famous tries to initiate, they have that Zyra ult to stop it. So it's going to be really, really tricky. Shen not having that teleport means when he's split pushing, his ultimate's up, and they're going to know it. Otherwise, if he tries to split push, it's going to be a 5-on-4. Shen can split push to an extent if he goes that Sunfire Cape route. If he doesn't, his split push is kind of slow compared to a lot of others. Of course, you do have Karthus there with the TP, so he is able to split push himself if that's up, but most of the time you'll want the Shen. And Lux has a TP, so if Karthus goes, Lux is going to be there to stop him.
We might even see a 2v1 lane, especially with Shen without teleport. I mean, he's the only one on their team with Ignite, so they might have forced him to take Ignite just for that reason. But I don't know. Shen without teleport, we just might see a 2v1 lane with that.
Yeah, and with the Caitlyn, Zyra, and the Trundle's going to be really tanky throughout the whole game. So very, very possible to see that early tower dive coming, but we are going to get into the game here. See what the skin was going to be just for the giggles.
The skin war, the infamous skin war.
I'm going to have to say Trundle won't have a skin because of the remake. He'll probably leave it just the way he is. If I had to guess. We have Sheriff Caitlyn, Full Metal Jace, everyone loves that. And Trundle actually does have a skin. I'm a little surprised, but Lux and Zyra doesn't. Grim Reaper on Karthus, Victorious Janna, and the Warlord Shen and Intone Nocturne, so Skinwalk on over to Aunt Famous, the home crowd.
Varus, the only one without a skin. Shame on you. Of course, that's not his main either.
Yeah. You'll have to have a talk with him. But as for a level 1 fight here, I won't be surprised if ggLA tries to invade. They do have the Lux to combine Zyra with her little snare. If Shen tries to take taunt early, it really affects his lane phase. Janna going to want to start out with that shield. Nocturne doesn't really have anything. Varus doesn't have anything. And Karthus doesn't really have anything. So a really big possibility ggLA tries to invade. And Famous probably going to sit back and try to just spread everyone out to make sure that doesn't happen. Of course, you don't see level 1 invades anymore because they are so risky. If you lose that level 1 fight, you're going to be way behind, and it plays a big effect unless you can drag it out to like the 40 minutes.
Yeah, you just get snowballed for the rest of the game. I mean, you're pretty much, you fail that level 1 invade and you're going to be hurting for a long time.
Yeah. And for those that are tuning in, this is and Famous versus ggLA. And Famous on the blue side, ggLA on the purple. We do have a pause, hopefully not for long. We are on the current patch. This isn't a separate server, so health pots you can only have 5. No, mana pots 5. Fortitude has been up in price. So
I think we have a little bit of trolling going on from ggLA, saying they're not ready.
It's possible, but who knows? Maybe someone is having a connection issue. As can see, Jana saw it with that biscuit and the extra ward. So does Zyra. Zyra's already bought out that bead. So looking for that little bit of health sustain. Going to be really, really aggressive. Karthus going with the Fairy Charm as... And that's about it for IMs.
What is it with these pauses?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the teams in general or if it's the LoL client. There it is. That's why Caitlyn was DC'd. She never connected.
Well, AF is the one who initiated the pause.
Oh, well, I have no idea then.
Here we go. Game underway.
Yep. So, and Famous most likely going to spread out here. See just people buying extremely fast, except for the Shin. Shin's debating on what to get since the change. Looks like he's going with that cloth ward and some health pots. Versus the Jace up in top lane with the Fairy Charm. Going to go for that early tiers. Ward, some mana pot, and health pot. Pretty standard setup for him. AD carries going with that Dorns. And as we can see, ggLA pushing this.
Oh boy.
Pushing the level 1 strength. Lux just missing that by Neon Nocturne. They have to be careful though.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Because if Lux does land the binding or Zyra with that snare, it can be bit trouble for them.
Oh, they're gonna face check the bush, and this is not good for AF.
Yeah. But
taking a lot of poke there. Don't Sweat is in trouble.
Alright, so a
But
flash
Jay's
for,
taking a big tower hit there.
yeah, a flash for a flash that does play a big effect onto Karthus there.
Minions have
Jace
spawned.
doesn't really have to worry about dying early to the Shen, so that's an advantage to ggLA. Chunder will be ganking mid pretty early because that is a long cooldown timer. And as we can see, Varus and Janna doing a great job picking up those double golems. Nocturne grabbing the walls, going for the blue. Shin being a bit trooper, helping him out there. And so is Caitlyn and Zyra helping out the troll, the jungle, the troll. So, matchups right now, advantage is in Lux's favor. Ward's already put down. They are able to see the Nocturne. Nocturne is going in to invade. That's going to be really, really bad for him. And looks like Trundle did spot him out. Jace is just going back up. Down
Looks
in
like we
bot
might
lane.
see a level 2 gank up top here.
Yeah.
AF Bella sitting in the tri-bush.
Yeah, they know he's there. They saw him come in, saw him come around. They do have a ward, so they know he hasn't came out. And there's Trundle going in onto the Nocturne. Hilla come out. Nocturne has to get out. Trundle does do a good bit of damage early, and there's a double flash.
I think if Trundle would have saved that flash just one more second, he would have been able to flash over the wall and catch him, but
In the meantime, Vera's getting really low, having used both summoner spells along with Caitlyn, so both AD carries pretty low, but well, there it is. There's that kill onto Karthus without that flash. Binding Landon, Trundle gank, First Blood down for Lux. Ooh.
and
Caitlyn
Ticklish
lands-
Duck might be overstaying his welcome here.
Caitlyn lands 1 Q, that is a Div Varus.
Yes,
Well,
it is.
Teleport coming in from Karthus. They are going on for Zyra. Tickle has to back up though. Karthus picking up the kill. Passive, not quite enough, but Caitlyn picks up the kill onto Janna. So 1 for 1 there. They did blow the TP from the Karthus, so overall advantage still goes to ggLA. Karthus missing out on a lot of minions, a lot of XP early on. As you can see, he's level 3, Lux is already level 4. They all coming around onto this Nocturne. Nocturne has to be careful. Can he? Oh, nice pillar
Oh.
from Trundle right there. And that's I think
Dead Nocturne.
Trundle picking up that kill. Lux with an assist. So Lux almost level 5 now. Karthus hasn't even hit level 4 yet. So a full level behind Lux right now. Up in top lane, Jace just kind of poking on Shin. Shin just kind of following up, going to be pretty passive. Caitlyn just surviving with 20 HP down in the bot lane. So, Varus has to be careful against this Zyra. Zyra is a support, but she's one of those supports that does do a good bit of damage. She is sitting on 31 AP, so she did take some AP runes in a mastery setup. There she is. She's going for the kill onto Varus, but isn't quite enough. Trundle back in the mid, just kind of forcing Karthus back, making sure Lux just keeps her advantage onto him. Still up in top lane, you have Jace with 36 CS, Shin with 22, so CS wise, Jace is ahead, but that is to be expected since Jace is able to sit there and poke on Shin. Lux going back with 1700 gold on a very first buy. That is huge. Looks like she's going for that unholy grail. Trundle coming around, but does get spotted by that ward. Caitlyn putting as much damage down as she can as Varus and Janna backs up, but nothing's really going to happen. As you can see, Nocturne is up in this top lane. He does get pinged out. I'm not sure how they know he's there. There's no wards. Oh, Shin might have to be careful. He is extremely low here. Jace might die though. But
And we
here
have a
comes the
teleport
TP
coming in from
TP
Lux.
from Lux. Oh, Nocturne, you should have just turned around and killed him. If Jace can land...
Oh, he's in a lot of
able-
trouble right now. No, he's not going to make it.
Oh, there's
And-
the Lux Salt. Hitting Karthus as well, already taking him down to almost half HP.
Meanwhile, down bottom,
Yep. Zyra going for the kill, but isn't quite enough. Caitlyn isn't level 6 yet. Ooh, that Q would have landed, would have been another Div Varus. but he's playing really aggressive now. He has no HP. Caitlyn's almost full, and he's still just sticking around. Oh, Caitlyn is level 6. Nice block by Janna. And Caitlyn and Zyra just going to go back. Karthus going to go over, take his blue. Lux has hers. Lux 2-0-1 right now. Karthus 1-1. Karthus did go with that tears, so he's going to be stacking that. Does stack up fairly quickly with that blue and with the Z on. So that will get maxed out fairly soon. Shen grabbing that Giant's belt. Jace looks like he's going for a brutalizer. Oh, nice combo. Oh, but the Shen all come in, saving his life.
Saved. That Shen.
Great communication right there from their famous. But that's the power of Lux. But as we can see, they know Shen's ult is down. They do have a pink on to Dragon, and that is about a 9-minute Dragon here going to go down for ggLA.
Purple team has slain the dragon.
So, good group calling right there. Knowing Shen's ult is down, Karthus had the back, so it would be at best a 4-on-3. And Caitlyn laying that Q. Zyra flashing. Great flash, great combo by the Caitlyn and Zyra there. Down in bot. Karthus ulti might pick up Zyra. Yes. Karthus grabbing that kill. Looks like Karthus is going to go for that Rod of Ages now. Of course, he could go for the Banshees just for that shield to keep from the combo from Lux. So he doesn't get busted down. Up in top lane, Jace just extending his CS lead onto the Shen. And as we can see, Trundle going in onto the Karthus, and there's the kill. Going over to Lux. Just not going very well for Karthus right now.
Or AF Gaming in general. As you can see, there's a pretty significant CS lead all around for ggLA.
Yeah, Varus is down. Varus has been getting poked. Has had to go back quite a few times here. The bot lane, even though they did take that the double golems there, looks like Varus and Janna are about half of a level behind the Zyra and Caitlyn. Caitlyn taking a lot of poke from Varus right there, but nothing's going to happen there. See Lux and Trundle coming down. That's a 4-man gank down onto bot lane. Varus forcing the flash, but Pillar comes out.
And looks like they're going to dive here.
Oh.
Nocturne coming in with the ult.
Karthus TPing down, helping out his team. Nice Janna ult. Just trying to heal everyone up. Great job by Infamous there, being able to turn that 4-on-3 to a 4-on-4 with the Karthus TB down and bot and picking up the kill onto Zyra. Would have been better if it would have been Lux. Get that blue buff off of her, plus pick up the extra gold from her being 3-0-1. But a kill's a kill. That's all that really matters right now. That's what Infamous needs. That Lux bot almost landing on Karthus. And there was just a lot of pressure down here on this bot tower. In the meantime, Jace is able to do whatever he wants to the Shen, not to need to be able to help Shen early on. And Jace
Shen's not going to survive that one.
The shield coming out just
barely lives.
But Jace isn't going to go for the kill. I'm a little surprised by that. He did have enough mana to just throw one thing out, and if it would have hit, would have killed him. Karthus getting really low. They had to just leave this turret, but Janna getting caught out with that combo. Zyra's ult coming out. Varus might be going down. Shen ult. does save his life. Shen does pick up kill onto Lux. Cough Assault, not quite enough for Zyra, but Shen is flash for the kill. He might
Team's turret has been destroyed.
get away, and he does. So, one for two. Oh,
A
Caitlyn
flash buy.
flashing. Caitlyn flashing, wanting that kill on Varus. Varus has lived with just the skin of his teeth multiple times. Q's just not landing for Caitlyn. That time it did land, but Varus, great timing out for the barrier.
Look, Dad, Thomas is on Facebook.
Oh,
He showed my
Nathan
photo.
smiting away the big golem from Caitlyn.
See, he showed.
And looks like Jace might try to take this blue. Oh, Lux TPing behind him. Landing the bunny.
And that's a dead
combo.
Karthus.
That's a dead Karthus. And this is why you hardly ever see a Karthus anymore. He's so squishy.
No escapes.
And Lux giving that blue over to Jace. Jace was already poking down the Shen up in top lane. And now with that blue buff, he's able to just spam all day long. I'm not sure what Infamous can really do at this point to come back into the game. Shen isn't going to be able to split push like they were hoping for, and with that Lux being as fed as she is, being able to bust any of the squishies down with one combo, it's going to be really hard for Infamous to come back.
And ggLA also has a 3-tower lead, which is going to make it extremely difficult for AF Gaming.
Right now we can see over a 6k gold lead for ggLA, and Syra putting that ward down. Dragon should be coming up here fairly soon. There is no vision there for Infamous. That pink ward has made sure it is cleared out. Jace shoving up the top lane and coming straight down. He will be able to be there. Shin Salt isn't quite up yet. And actually Jace does go back up into the lane. Atom might try to steal this. Be really hard, but not quite. They just let that go.
And you know, at this level of play, anything can happen. I mean, we can always, AF Gaming can play the turtle game, and you know, extreme late game one ace is really all it takes. If they play it right and they play extremely safe, they turtle it up, and they play their team fight right.
Karthus needs to be careful. That burst, one hit from Jace right there took a quarter of his health. Varus just whiffing on the ult, just barely. Nocturne going in onto the Jace, gets the fear off onto him. That should be a dead Jace. Shen picking up. Janna, great ult, pushing Lux inch on the back.
Oh wow, that Lux ult. Right through the Shen ult.
Lux, so much damage right now. Skipped the boots, went straight for that rod with the Unholy Grail. So able to just spam all day long. And that rod just giving so much damage at the 16-minute mark. Oh, Janna might get caught out here. Great binding from Lux. Caitlyn narrowing over, might pick it up. There it is. Caitlyn picking up the kill onto Janna. Janna getting caught out there. She sure went up over the top. Second turret was still there, and there we can see ggLA putting the pressure onto the second turret. Shen just getting busted down.
Those bindings, man. I'm telling you.
Gotta dodge them. You don't dodge them at this point. I don't care who you are, as we just saw, Shen being the tankiest on the team, and
Blue team's
just
turret has been
already
destroyed.
gone.
Yeah, you get hit by a binding, you're dead. Period.
Yeah. So. Oh, there's the snare onto Karthus. Karthus. Oh, that binding just missing. If that binding would have landed, that would have been another dead Karthus. So, ggLA just taking the advantage even more. Up over 10k gold. I don't even think Infamous can kill. Oh, Jana face checking, getting busted down.
Or Janna.
Well, I mean, this is why we have scrims. It is to practice and learn from your mistakes. Hopefully, Infamous goes back and just watches this. And this is actually, did they pick Karthus after the Lux?
I'm not sure. I don't recall. I believe so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Karthus was last pick.
No.
No?
No, they
We'll have to go back and look
before
and
Lux.
double check.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, Lux was the final pick. Janna getting called out again, trying to ward.
Purple Dango trying to get those wards out there, and it's just not working out for him.
No. And with Zyra having the oracles, it's really no point in risking that. Jace picking up the blue, so just able to poke even more. It's Lux. Lux wasn't even there for that Janna kill.
ggLA just in complete control right now.
Yep. See a lot of pings coming down to this mid here. Shin trying to push up and just backing off.
Now they're baiting that
ggLA.
Baron.
Yep, ggLA was waiting, but as you can see, we got 3 people from Infamous right now down in that bot lane. That's a free Baron. Just giving up the Baron, going to try to probably take that bottom turret, just try to gain some type of global goal for the team. But as you can see, Lux actually coming around. She's going to go ahead and grab her own blue buff here. But I'm pretty sure she's able to 2v1 this Varus and Janna. Varus has no mana. Lux does have that Baron buff, and just 1 E on Janna.
A third of her life.
Lux clearing out, making sure they keep all the towers right now. 5-0, and in the meantime, as two people from Infamous all bot, we can see that ggLA has 4 in mid, and they are shoving. And with that Jace having that blue buff, he can just sit there and poke at him all day long. There's not much they can do. Chondo off to the side here, just going to set up a pillar. Give it a little bit of vision. There's that pillar. Caitlyn ulting. Great shield from Natan there, protecting that Karthus. But that is down now. Caitlyn's ult is down, but it's mainly for poking. There's that poke from Jace, just demolishing onto Karthus right now. Lux shielding out, trying to catch anyone with that binding. 1 binding, and it's going to be GG. Infamous should just let this turret go. They can't do anything, and they are backing up. Should be interesting to see what ggLA tries to do now. Lux really putting herself out there, trying to land any type of binding.
Looks like they're gonna go for the win here.
That's going to be really, really risky for ggLA. But doesn't look like they're backing. They're just going to sit and wait until Lux lands a binding on someone, and then they're going to go in. Natan getting way down on HP. Zyra ult is blown. Karthus might go down. There he is.
And there it is.
Headshot from Caitlyn right there. I don't think ggLA can take these 2 turrets. Even with the poke, Zyra getting really low. Great taunt coming out from Shin. Varus ult whiffing. No, it did end up landing, but they weren't able to keep Zyra down. Zyra was able to escape and Natan died. for nothing, and it looks like a forfeit win.
A summoner has disconnected.
Great game by ggLA there. They did what they needed to. They were able to sit back and poke that level one fight. It really turned everything. It allowed Trundle to gank, allowing Lux to grab that first blood onto the Karthus, and once Lux has that advantage onto a squishy mid laner like that, it just goes downhill.
Yep.
But
Well, hopefully
Anthony-
AF Gaming looks at this replay and learns from the mistakes that they made here.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Hopefully Infamous, as Boast just said, does go back and watch and learn. This is a scrim, so it is meant to be practice and stuff. Hopefully we'll see these two teams go at it again. And once they do, hopefully it's a different outcome for Infamous. But GG on both sides. Good job, ggLA. Hope to be able to catch y'all's next scrim with one another. Hopefully there is going to be a rematch.